Wayne literally kicked me and my daughter out on Mother's Day today.
The reason why I asked you the question, do you lead your relationship? Because I know that you do not. Your chick is in the military. You allowed your chick to go to the military instead of you serving our country? What type of man are you?
That's what you asked me, would I believe her because of the stat? And my response to you was, I would take the accusation serious enough to...
That's her displaying her ungratefulness. Debate over.
Okay, so for everyone DMing me about my story I posted, yeah, this is actually a fact. Wayne literally kicked me and my daughter out on Mother's Day today, and
oh, he a G. Lil Wayne is a G. He done kicked Shorty out and her daughter out on Mother's Day. Single mom, he was like, yeah, man, it's Mother's Day. I'm single. This ain't my kid. I ain't got to deal with this kid. You up out of here, Shorty. You are up out of here. Peace, be gone.
I am just recovering from surgery.
He's a villain. And then she said that she's just recovering from surgery. What kind of surgery? Were you getting a BBL or your butt or breast done? What were you up to?
I'm 5 weeks out from a full mommy makeover. I can't even lift boxes, but this man has his assistants and people coming to help kick us out today. Like,
you should be thankful. She just confirmed. He kicked her out of the crib. She just had surgery. She can't lift boxes, but she said that he had his assistant and his people come lift the boxes for me. And you're not thankful? Like, I'm a different type of villain. I break up with you and I'm kicking Shorty out. I don't care if you on dialysis and attached to some IVs and all of that. You better get your stuff up out of here now or pay someone else to do it. I ain't getting no assistant or anyone. You up out of here. So this is just an ungrateful woman. Think about it. Even during a breakup, when he gives assistance, she's still ungrateful, which would tell us that during the relationship, she was ungrateful. Think about it. If she's ungrateful during a time like this, where he's like, I don't want you anymore, baby. You got to leave my house. I don't think me and you are working out. You need to leave. So it's the end of the relationship. But he's still giving a helping hand. Like, listen, even though we ended, I'm going to make sure my assistants and my people go ahead and take everything of your belongings, take it out. And so you ain't even got to deal with it. So I'm going to pay for that. So she's not grateful of the down moments, which means she wasn't grateful of the up moments, right? Chat, pay attention with me here. In a relationship, you got up moments. You got moments where life is good. You going on trips. You taking vacations. You getting Gucci bags. Life is good. You ain't got to worry about much, baby girl. I'm taking care of you and your little daughter. I can make the assertion and be confident with this assertion that she was not grateful when it came to the things that Lil Wayne was doing for her in the relationship, because she's not grateful when it comes to the things that he's still doing for her at the end of the relationship. God dang, chat, let's go.
And broke up with me on Mother's Day through text.
And
like,
what?
And her birthday's next weekend. And I leave.
Look, she's putting all of this other stuff. He broke up with me through text and my birthday and her daughter. This is how you know it was a diabolical situation that Lil Wayne had to go through. Because why is her daughter in the background speaking? And it was my birthday and it was this. So not only was he in a relationship with you, but god dang, he was in a relationship with your disrespectful little daughter speaking out of turn. Because if she's speaking like that with you, it's your phone, woman. That's your daughter, and it's your phone that you're on live or making a video about. And your daughter is interrupting your conversation and putting her 2 cents in during your conversation. So we can only assume that if you are having a conversation with Lil Wayne, your daughter will be butting into that conversation just like she's butting in now while you on your live stream. 2 unruly women. She's an unruly woman and the daughter is an unruly woman. God dang, they for the streets. These are the type of single moms that I tell y'all recreational use only, because she ain't even got her little kid, her little seed in order on her own little live stream, which would tell you that in that household, that little girl wasn't in order.
To New York this week for all the Sports Illustrated press. Like, when I tell you that I am absolutely unsure on how to even process my emotions, like, if y'all got lawyer recommendations, please send.
Bro, this right here, Brad, red flag. You're not even black, but you adopted the culture. Yeah, talking all stupid like that. Put your dumb hands down, woman, and stay in your place. And please, someone come up. If someone disagree with my takes today, everybody getting demolished. I see someone, E just came up. E, I see you in here, camera on, looks good. I'm going to bring you up right after I'm done reacting to this clip. All right, let's continue on.
Send them because you know? So, yeah, I know he has 2 girls being flown in today, and who knows how many plethora of girls he has. I've been nothing but supportive to this man, loved him till the end of the world.
This is how you know she bitter. Oh yeah, I know he has 2 girls flying in today and plenty other girls flying in. Why is she saying all of these things on camera? Like, what is this doing? This is just showing us that you're bitter and you're jealous that he broke up with you and kicked you out of his place, and he's moving on to something better and something other than you. And you're mad. Like, this doesn't diminish Lil Wayne at all, right? He done kicked you out, you and your kid, and got 2 bad chicks flying in. Shout out to him. He out here doing what he's supposed to do. He ain't got no kids with this chick. Don't date these women that's not going to get on your program. Don't date these women. When something goes wrong and a breakup happens, she's going to go on live and try to ruin your name, right? And this nigga is an A-list celebrity and she's doing this. Like, you're so ungrateful. You was living in a mansion with butlers and chefs and maids. I'm sure you didn't do any laundry. I'm sure you barely cooked food because he had a chef. Like, you was living that life. And now once he removed that life from you that he provided, now you're bitter and you're mad.
Like, you literally flew me, uprooted me from New York City where I was living and brought me here for this. Like, that's crazy, you guys. Like, these men really be taking advantage. And it's not just the emotional abuse. Like, this man has actually laid a
emotional abuse. Look what she just said. It's not only the emotional abuse. You can't even describe emotional abuse because it's emotions. We don't know your emotions. It's not tangible. It's a you problem. You can't measure emotional abuse. How is that measurable? Anyone can claim emotional abuse. Oh, you said no to me. It hurt my emotions. Emotional abuse. Yeah, I said no that we're not traveling to Dubai for the 5th time this year. Well, yeah, my emotions is hurt. Yeah, I said no for not buying you the 9th Gucci bag that well, my emotions is hurt. Emotional abuse. Emotional abuse, women use that term when things don't go the way that they want it to go. When females do not get their way, they claim emotional abuse.
And on me, like, nah. And I took it, you know what's crazy is they always say, like, we're so stupid for love.
Let's bring it back.
Everyone DM me. I thought it was like a mistake. But, like, I know other women he's put his hands on. And
okay, so she said that he put his hands on her. She said he emotionally abused me and he put his hands on me. And then she's claiming that she knows other women that he put his hands on. Chat, let's just do some thinking, right? Let's just say everything she's saying is true. Lil Wayne put his hands on her. She also knows that Lil Wayne put his hands on other females prior to her, and she still accepted them. This is where accountability comes in place. Women know to an extent, to some degree, the type of man that they're getting involved with. Now, we're just going to take it out on face value and say that everything that she's saying is true. I don't think that is true. But let's just say that Lil Wayne did put his hands on her. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's a good thing to do. I don't think that any man should abuse a woman at all. Physical abuse at all. Emotional abuse, that's up for debate. Well, how do we know that it's really abuse? But she knew that he put his hands on other women, that he hit other women before, but she put a blind eye to it because she was being flown out and living with Lil Wayne, A-list celebrity, living good, not having to cook her own meals. Got a kid with her that's being supported and taken care of too, getting all the provisioning of a male that's protecting and providing for her, that's obligated to his duties, but she don't want to be obligated to her duties. Like, the thing is, when you're worth as much money as Lil Wayne, A-list celebrity, what duties are a chick obligated to if they're not going to be bearing your children? If they're not giving you no kids, you're just having sex with her, bro. It's pointless. It's like, well, what? You're not obligated to anything. You don't got to cook, got a chef. You don't have to clean, got a maid. What's your obligation? The sex is the chemistry. That's something that's, our relationship. But I have all of these obligations to have enough money to provide the chef, provide the maid, to pay the bills, to protect and provide for you. But what do I get in return? Just you and your loudmouth daughter.
Today, today it's okay. We're about to go back to the house that we live in together with my daughter, and we're going to see what really goes down, because this is absolutely crazy and a new low even for him.
Okay, so she's claiming that she's about to go back to the house, to Lil Wayne's house, I believe, with her daughter. These chicks, bro, they do not know how to take a L, bro. Listen, I don't want you no more. I'm flying in 2 other Johns. I want some other cheeks. I don't want your cheeks no more. Your cheeks is pointless. I'm bored of your cheeks. I want some other cheeks. But she just don't want to take a L. And here it shows that picture of Lil Wayne and Denise. And this is from December 11th of 2020. So this isn't anything new. This isn't a chick that Lil Wayne just flew in for a quick little fling and was clapping. Nah, he was actually spending some time with this chick. So she was receiving all the benefits of an A-list celebrity, of a rich man. She was living lavish. So yeah, he done took her and her kid, flew her out, and they was living wherever he was living at, in his place. And now, since the relationship ended, Lil Wayne chose to kick her out. I don't want you anymore. And she don't know how to take it now. And she has zero accountability for any of her actions. I wonder why Lil Wayne kicked you out. Probably all the other stuff I stated in the beginning of the podcast, like you're ungrateful, like you have a kid that doesn't even listen to you. So we can assume that she doesn't listen to Lil Wayne. You have this baggage and you don't appreciate the things that Lil Wayne was doing for you. We got a caller in here for a debate. Let's bring him on up. Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. State your name, where you from?
Call me E. I'm actually in Texas right now. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good, man. What are you here to debate about?
Well, I was just listening to your podcast, and I had a little bit of some issues with what you were talking about. I do have a question, because you started talking about this lady who has this allegation against Lil Wayne, and then you immediately stated that the allegation is probably false. Why did you state that?
Why would I assume that is probably true?
Statistically, the majority of allegations are, when it comes to abuse, are true. I think only like 2 to 8% of all abuse allegations are false. So statistically,
You mean that they get convicted as being false?
No, yeah, about 2%. According to
2% get convicted as being false.
2 to 8%.
There's a lot of statistics that I'm like, okay, I agree with, and it holds some validity. But in regards to that statistic, I do not believe, because the courts are against men and they'll go ahead and settle so they don't have to go through the whole trial and pay like a little $300 fine or something and have a misdemeanor, and then it comes off their record in a little bit. Here's a statistic that I do believe that is true. In regards to domestic violence cases, women initiate physical abuse more, but men just don't file against a woman. Men don't make any complaints against a woman. In your worldview, if a woman makes a claim, you would believe that the woman is telling the truth, because statistics shows that women normally tell the truth?
No, in my worldview, if a woman makes a claim, I would at least investigate it without pressing my opinion whether or not it is true or false, because I do realize there is a 8% on the high end chance that it could be false. But what I would not do is state my opinion and say,
okay, so you said that it's a high chance. So that's a contradiction real quick. You said that it's a high chance that it could be false.
No, I said it's a high chance that it's most likely true. There's an 8%.
Oh, it's a high chance that it could be true. Okay, because you believe in the statistic.
I believe in the statistic, yeah.
Is there anything else that you would believe that women say?
Is there anything else that I would believe that women say?
Yeah.
I guess it depends on like what they're talking about. I don't know what do you mean?
Well, when women say to other women that love your curve, girls, you look beautiful how you are. You believe that?
What I'm talking about have to do with that?
Well, the question that I'm asking you is, are there other things that you believe that women say?
I believe that they say things like that, if that's what you're asking. Are you saying, do I believe it's true?
Yes, I'm just asking. So you believe that when women speak and they make accusations on men in regards to abuse, you said that I believe in most cases it's true because the stat says that it's true. Now, I asked you a question. I said, is there anything else that you believe when women speak that you believe it to be true? My one example was when women say, love your curve, girls, you look fine how you are. When women say this to other women, do you believe that's generally true?
I I think it depends on the person they're saying it to. I don't. They say it to everyone, so sometimes I don't.
The stats. Sometimes you don't, sometimes you do. The stats show that. Well,
Yeah,
let me
but
give you the stats. The
yeah,
stats show that. Well, let me give you the stats. The stats
Okay.
show that most women are obese and overweight in America.
Okay.
That's what the stats show. So when a woman says that, hey, girl, love your curves, you look good how you are, do you believe these stats in this situation? That they're lying? They don't really love the other girl curves? They're actually lying because those girls are really overweight? That's what the stats show.
Again, I think it depends. I think it depends on the person they're saying it to.
It depends on the person
right?
they're saying it
And
to.
I get,
Okay.
And
Okay, so let's stop it there. No, let's stop it there. Let's stop it there. It depends. Let's go ahead and use your argument. It depends on a person that they're saying it to, right? So in one instance, when you're looking at this woman that had a child, a single mom living with Lil Wayne, living a luxurious life, right? In this instance, where he breaks up with her on Mother's Day and then provides a comfortable breakup, meaning that she's just had surgery, so she can't physically move the stuff herself. He actually got his assistant and some of his workers to move the things for her, but she's ungrateful. She's an ungrateful woman. She's displaying her ungratefulness. She's displaying her jealousy by speaking about that he's flying in other women. She's showing and displaying all of these things as wanting to make this video to ruin his character and doing things out of spite. This is what she's showing. Specifically, we're speaking about this woman, right? Now, in this situation, you'll believe a stat over what you've seen in the video. But when it came to women praising up other women and saying, hey, girl, I love your curves, you're like, oh, I don't really want to believe the stat. I have to know the specifics. It can be the truth if she's saying it about one person, but it may not be the truth if she's saying about another person. So what I'm saying is this. You don't need, what I'm saying is this. You can know what's incorrect? I'll let you speak. What's incorrect?
Yeah. Because you said that I have to know the specifics. If you recall what I stated at the beginning is that I would take the accusation serious enough to investigate it. That's what you asked me. Would I believe her because of the stat? And my response to you was, I would take the accusation serious enough to investigate. So in both cases, I am stating I have to know the specifics.
No,
I said I am not going to.
You said that, and then I asked you a question. Would you believe her over Lil Wayne?
I promise.
No. But I asked you a question. Put the context in there of the conversation when you first came in. So, and I'll just ask it again. So she's making this claim. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. Did I ask you, is it true? And you said, well, statistics show that, when women make these claims, it normally shows to be true. So let me ask you this question and give me your direct answer. Do you believe that the things that she's saying is true? Yes or no?
I do not know, but I take it serious enough to investigate.
Okay, that's totally fine. So, okay, great. So you want to take it seriously enough to investigate. And that's what I'm doing when I'm reacting to it. I'm investigating it. And guess what? During my investigation, during my investigation, due to her character and how she displayed herself on that camera with her daughter, speaking about all the things she was speaking about, she was showing her nature and showing her true character. I would say that I do not believe this woman.
You just met, so you have not looked at you have not looked at any evidence or the validity of the case itself.
That's not out. There isn't no case. There's no case, bro. There's no case.
Wait.
Stop it. Stop it. You are false. There is no case. She just got kicked out today. There's not a case. Stop it.
Wait, again.
Stop it. There isn't a case.
All you've done is made an allegation. Dude, all you did is
make an assertion. I made an assertion based off of what she said. There's no case. So what are you speaking about?
Wait, based on what? So you said.
So you brought up a stat. Now let's think about how silly your mind is, right? You brought up a stat about cases and stuff that this woman didn't even file a case. Mother's Day is today, and she literally got kicked out today. Let me ask you a question. Are you in a relationship? Yes or no? You are in a relationship. And how long you been in a relationship for?
A little bit over
a year. Who's the head of your house? Who leads the relationship? You or your woman?
Me. My woman is in the military.
You lead the relationship?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so you make the final decision. You're the final decision maker?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was in the live stream while you were watching the video, I listened to all you said. You talked about the fact that she wasn't grateful because she had just been
Was
dumped and then kicked out of
was
the
she
house.
was she
Right?
not okay? Well, let's just speak about that.
I
Was
think
she
the woman was
displaying
very.
attitude and characteristics of a woman being grateful or ungrateful?
I don't think she was either grateful or ungrateful, and here's
Okay.
why. I think she was her. I think her video was made from a state of emotional anguish, which she was probably in after her breakup. Right? She's probably distraught because she's just been kicked out of the place that she's been living with
And
her
if you
daughter.
could put
That's
your
what I
face in a
believe.
light so we can see you.
Oh,
It was
shoot.
some light before, but it's
I
the way you put your camera down.
yeah, like kind of yeah.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. All right, yeah, that's
There you
good.
go.
Yeah, we need to see we
Better.
need to see your face. So,
Okay.
in regards to the question that you just asked, you said that you don't believe that she was grateful or ungrateful. You believe that she was in a state of just dealing with a breakup, so she was very emotional. Well, yeah,
Yeah, emotional
we believe that she was emotional for sure. Now, within that, if let me ask you the question: if you broke up with your girl and you paid some movers to help move her stuff out, and she's going on live stream and speaking about how you broke up with her, and oh yeah, and he knew this and this, that I couldn't physically move the stuff myself, so he got someone else to move it for me. She's speaking about it like it's a bad thing. Let's say if your girl did this, would you think that your ex-girl now is being ungrateful, or is she being grateful that she can't physically move it herself, so you went ahead and got some movers to physically move her things for her?
Yeah, I think that I want to preface by saying this. I think that if this situation would have happened a few days later or like a week or 2 weeks later, I would think she would be being ungrateful. The reason why is because in a state where you are highly emotional, you can neither you're really just reacting based off of the immediate hurt that you're feeling. I don't think that you can then claim that person is being ungrateful when they're still dealing with all the emotions that they're currently dealing with. I don't think you can make that assertion and be like, "Oh, she's being so ungrateful because she's not thanking me after we just kicked her out on Mother's Day." Like I don't see that happening.
Is gratefulness a feeling?
Is grateful Wait, gratefulness. Okay, what would you describe the gratefulness as?
I'm asking you the question.
I,
Is
I do feel like
grateful
I think that
is grateful a feeling?
I think grateful is partly a feeling, but also partly a reaction towards some sort of action that's being done to you.
Okay, so it's a feeling, and then it can be shown as a reaction.
Yeah, I think it's both.
Gratefulness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's both.
So
Yeah.
so if it's a feel, you're saying that, well, she's in an emotional state. So in one case, you accept her feelings, but then in another case, you don't accept her feelings, which is a contradiction. I'll explain to you.
Wait.
Because
Go
you're
ahead. Explain to
appealing
me
to feelings. Stop it. Listen. Stop it. You're appealing to her feelings. You said that I can't make the claim that she feels ungrateful or she feels grateful because she currently feels that she's not in a right state of mind because she has these negative feelings because she just got broke up with. So you are appealing to a certain set of feelings, but you won't appeal to another set of feelings. So time out, which is very, 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 I would say that is important because not only no one knows how anyone feels,
What's
right?
the second
We
set?
get time out. Listen, the set of feelings is ungrateful or grateful. So no one knows how.
What?
Pay attention with me. Walk with me.
What?
Bro,
No,
we're speaking
What?
about her feeling grateful or ungrateful in this situation of her being kicked out and Lil Wayne paying someone to move her stuff out for her because she's physically incapable. You get it? Walk with me here. Stay here. Let me finish.
Hard for you to be grateful
She's
about anything.
emotional distress.
Yeah.
The point that I'm making, you are appealing to her emotional distress. So you are appealing to another category of her feelings instead of appealing to the category of feelings that I'm pointing out to, right? Which saying that She literally just claimed that she physically can't move the stuff out herself. But he paid someone to move the stuff out for her, and she's complaining. This would display point. This is tangible. I mean, it's like an action. She's saying it that she is ungrateful. But instead of you confirming it and saying, yes, she is ungrateful, but you're going to appeal to another subset of emotions and saying she feels emotional distress. So I don't know if she's ungrateful. You do know she's ungrateful. You just don't want to concede to the debate. You lost this area of the debate. You lost. You lost because you contradict yourself.
Wait. No, I didn't. What I stated
you did just contradict yourself. Why are you? So ask me answer this question. Why are you appealing? Answer this question then, because I need to know. I need to know. If not, then it's a contradiction. If you have a good answer, maybe it won't be a contradiction. Why are you appealing to her feeling emotional distress rather than her feeling ungrateful?
Do you know what the definition of emotional distress is?
I asked you a question. Don't ask me a question with another question. I asked you a question. Do not ask me a question with another question. I understand it. Go ahead. I answered it. I understand it. Answer my question.
Cool. If you understand what emotional distress is, then you understand in a state of heightened emotional distress, right? It is hard for you to feel other things, sir. Like this is like you're wait.
If she, that doesn't make any sense. If she does not feel ungrateful, listen. What you just said, it is a contradiction. Stop it. Listen, I'm gonna display how you just said that when a person is in a state of emotional distress, it's hard for them to feel other things. We are witnessing with. Stop it. Listen. We are witnessing with our own two eyes. And listening, so we're seeing and we're hearing with two senses that she is saying things that is ungrateful and complaining about things in an ungrateful way. So if she's saying it, we would have to concede that she's feeling ungrateful. What are you speaking about? If you are in an emotional state and you're going through emotional distress, you're feeling everything, you dumb nut. What are you talking about? No. You are just appealing to one category of emotions instead of appealing to the category that we all seen.
That's incorrect. This is why I asked you if you understand what emotional distress is. Because it dulls and blocks your ability to feel other things. In a state of emotional distress, it literally dulls and blocks your ability to feel
other things. How do you know? Let me ask you the question. How do you know that she doesn't? How do you know that she's under emotional distress?
Wait, didn't you wait? I have a question. Are you now backing up? Are you claiming that she wasn't extremely emotional?
No. Let's go. No, listen. It's very fine. Stop it. Right? We don't. No, listen.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't have to grant any presupposition, just like you're not granting any presupposition.
You granted it.
No. I did a reaction video and I said that, well, she could be under some emotional distress. I don't have to grant anything. So listen, let's peel back all the layers. Stop it there, buddy.
Okay, go ahead.
Then let me ask you the question, because it's very simple. If a person is under emotional distress, can they feel anything else other than emotional distress?
Emotional distress represents its way. It represents itself in a hope and like different feelings itself. Like for example, a person can be angry and still under emotional distress, right? But the emotional distress is just being absorbed by a specific emotion that's just portraying itself due to a situation that occurred. So it might be sadness that you feel during a state of emotional distress. It might be anger that you feel in a state of emotional distress. But
different emotions, right?
But you're so
you just defeated your own point, you doofus. So let me ask you another question. You just defeated your whole point. So here's another question for you. How do you know that she's... No. How do you know? You just defeated your point. Just stop. My next question is, how do you know that she feels emotional distress? How do you know that? The question... Let me do it better. How do you know that she feels emotional distress rather than feeling ungratefulness? How do you know that?
How do I know she's feeling emotional distress rather than
feeling ungratefulness? Because you don't agree that she feels ungrateful. But then 2 seconds ago, you disagreed that when someone is under emotional distress, they can feel all different types of emotions. You defeated your own argument, bro. What are you talking about?
That's not what I said. Okay, I'm going to make this very, very clear for you.
But first answer that question, though. First answer that question. How do you know that she was feeling emotional distress and not feeling ungratefulness? How do you know that?
All right, so I want to preface this by stating my exact answer when you asked me whether or not she was grateful or ungrateful. I said I can neither say whether she's grateful or ungrateful because she's probably in a state of emotional distress. That was my answer I gave you earlier, correct? Was that not my answer I gave you earlier?
2 seconds ago, 15 seconds ago, you just said, stop it. 15 seconds ago, you just said emotional distress is when someone is under an emotional state, but they can feel all type of different emotions.
That's not what
they can feel anger. You didn't just say that? Do I have to play it back?
Let me restate it, okay? Let me tell you what I stated, okay? Because you cut me off mid-sentence. I said,
no, I didn't cut you off mid-sentence. I'll let you finish it.
You did. No, you did not. No, you did not.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead and finish it. Go ahead and get it all out. Go ahead.
I stated that emotional distress, right, is a heightened state that is a consequence of some sort of event. Now, emotional distress can represent itself in either sadness, anger, or a slew of other emotions, but it's typically one or two emotions, sir, that overwhelm you to where it blocks you out from being able to feel other types of emotions. So emotional distress isn't just is a state, but it's a state based off of other emotions. But it's typically just one or two or a couple of them that you feel that blocks you from feeling other things.
I know. Okay, and my next question was, how do you know that she was feeling emotional distress? Answer that.
How do I know that she was feeling emotional distress?
Yeah, how do you know? Rather than her feeling, just ungrateful.
Yeah, cool. So my statement on whether or not she was feeling emotional distress.
Bro, answer the question. Why do you keep running from it?
I'm trying to. No, I'm not. I said one, it was due to her body language within the video itself, right? And two, it was due to her reaction.
What about her body language?
Yeah, cool.
What about her body language?
Because she looked distraught, bro. Are you joking? Do you not feel like she looked distraught in that video? Like she was
speaking very clear. She was speaking very concise. She was not crying. She was not doing a lot of things. So what I'm saying is the reason why I appealed. Stop it. The reason why I said that she's ungrateful. I do believe she was probably feeling a multitude of things, but I do know that she is ungrateful. She's ungrateful, right? And one of the reasons why I pointed to her being ungrateful is because she is incapable of physically moving things for herself. She's physically incapable of doing it. Lil Wayne paid people to do it for her, and instead of thanking him, she complained about it, which would say that she's ungrateful. What are you speaking about?
Instead of thanking him for kicking her out of the house.
You're all over the place, bro. Listen, she could have easily said this. Stop it. Listen, stop it. What? You never been in a situation where you took a L, but you then was thankful of something? You take a L, it's just like, well, I just took this L, but I'm thankful for that, them still doing this. But even though this didn't go my way, but I'm still thankful that they helped me out in this situation. That would have been, if she would have did that, that would have displayed good character. I would have been like, okay, well, this is showing character where even though she took an L and things isn't going her way, she's still thankful that she's physically incapable of moving this stuff out of Lil Wayne's house, that he paid movers to go ahead and do it for her. And she's actually saying thank you. This would display that she's grateful. She did the opposite of gratefulness and she complained about it, which would display that she's ungrateful. You lost, bro. You are lost. You are lost. Truthfully, I don't believe that you lead your relationship. I don't believe that you lead your relationship.
Wait, look, I'm gonna pose a hypothetical.
Listen, I don't believe that you lead your relationship, bro. Because you are too in this feelings and whatever the woman feels, it's.
And I want to know whether or not you will be grateful. Okay, let me just pose this hypothetical to you. Okay.
Let's first answer my question. Don't move the goalposts. Answer my question. Stop it. Answer my question, though. Listen, you've never answered. I had two questions. You answered one of them. You didn't answer the other one. The question is, let me state it again. How do you know? You talking about you explained emotional distress. That's what you explained. And you explained it. And you said that, well, people are in an emotional state where they'll feel one or two emotions, but these emotions supersedes any other emotions. That's what you said. For me to sum it up. Now, my question for you, how do you know that she feels emotional distress?
How do I know she feels emotional distress?
Uh-huh.
Well, it would be the same way that like a psychologist knows that a person feels emotional distress. You can't read into their minds, but you look at their body language, right? You look at how they're acting and presenting themselves.
You still said the same thing. You said body language. What was in her body language that explained that she was in emotional distress? When she was speaking clear, she was speaking concise, she wasn't crying. What was in her body language?
Wait, I tried to answer that question.
Okay, tell me.
Earlier, I said she looked. Yeah, I'll explain.
I'm gonna bring up the clip right now. Let's see. Stop it. Just stop it. I'm gonna bring it up.
You know what the definition of distraught means?
Stop it, brother. Stop it. You're just talking just to talk. Stop it. I'm playing a video so the chat can hear. Tell me where in her body language that you can read this.
Okay, so for everyone DMing me about my story I posted, yeah, this is actually a fact. Wayne literally kicked me and my daughter out on Mother's Day today, and I am just recovering from surgery. I am 5 weeks out from a full mommy makeover. I can't even lift boxes, but this man has his assistants and people coming to help.
What? Okay, so just in that clip, I could play more, but point out some in her body language where you emotional distraught.
One of the things that can let you know if someone is actually feeling distraught.
No. You're speaking specifically about this woman.
I'm trying to explain.
Just tell us.
I know.
No,
I'm trying to.
Bro, just tell us. Just tell us. The floor is yours. Go ahead.
2 seconds. All right, cool. So numbness has to do with someone's monotone, right? If a person feels very monotone when they're speaking about an incident, right? That should be emotionally charging, and they feel that's an indication, sir, of numbness, which is an indication, sir, of emotional distress. Do you understand?
Okay, so let's see if she speaks like this in all of her other videos. I'm gonna pull her up.
We're just looking at.
No. Because you don't even know who. Stop it! No, stop it! She's not monotone at all. This is how she speaks.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull it up. Hold up! Don't go anywhere.
Come with me to spend the day with Armani Beauty and celebrate their luminous silk collection. Trying some Armani this morning. Colors on colors, and I am living for it, dude. So tell me again all about this.
Okay, so the same tone that she's speaking in this video, the same tone that she's speaking in this video, I'm going to go and play the other video. Chat, he was just wrong. Listen, you claim to be an emotional guru. I know emotions and I can figure out that she's being monotone. She has the same tone in the other video. Chat, is looking bad.
This is why you
time out. Chick is promoting some type of product right now, which you would think the tone would be, oh, well, yeah, I have this product and that. You would think that would be the tone, but she's still speaking in the same tone like, yeah, ladies, I have this and I'm doing this, which would say that it's the same tone. So let's just listen to it more. We're going to listen to the tone more because you want to be a tone police. That's what you think you're good at. Let's see if you're right. And then we're going to go back to the old video and we're going to compare it.
Come with me to spend the day with Armani Beauty and celebrate their luminous silk collection. Trying some Armani this morning.
Okay, that's enough. That's pretty much all we need to hear. All right, now let's go to the video that's in question. Her promoting a product or her under this emotional distress that you claim to be, she's numb?
Okay, so for everyone DMing me about my story I posted, yeah, this is actually a fact. Wayne literally kicked me and my daughter out on Mother's Day today.
You called it being monotone and being numb? She's promoting a product. Wouldn't you say that that's the same tone? And she's promoting a product. If you're promoting a product, you will be a lot more excited and happy about it. No, she's the same way. Like I said, there's nothing about her body language of her being numb. Bro, you're just wrong, bro. You're just wrong. Listen, take the L. Listen, bro, take the L. Oh, man, it's okay. It's okay, bro. You think that she does. You think that you don't know if she's actually ungrateful or not grateful. You think that she's under emotional distress. You can't see that she was very ungrateful. So how can you? It's funny how you can make up these lies that you sense some monotone in her voice and some emotional distress when really what we just displayed, let's play the clip further of her actually saying in her own 2 words and displaying that she's ungrateful. Let's listen to more.
5 weeks out from a full mommy makeover. I can't even lift boxes, but this man has his assistants and people coming to help kick us out today. Like, and broke up with me on Mother's Day through text.
And
like,
my birthday's next
and
weekend.
her birthday's next weekend. And I leave.
Right there. Complaining about it. I can't even lift boxes and I can't even do anything because I just had my surgery. And this man had his assistant and some people lift these boxes for me and move me out. That's her complaining about it. That's her displaying her ungratefulness. Debate over, because you are a dork and have low IQ. You appeal to, this is how I know, well, the reason why I asked you the question, do you lead your relationship? Because nigga, I know that you do not. Your chick is in the military. You allowed your chick to go to the military instead of you serving our country? What type of man are you? What type of man are you? You freaking dork. You out of here. Speaking of losers like you, bruh. This nigga, we got to get him up out of here, chat. Lost the debate bad. And the thing is, you get these type of characters, these male feminists in here. They put on this type of, they want to be like a white knight, to put on this like superhero cape to protect women, protect all women. Well, Cooley, how can you say, why would you say that she probably is lying? Well, how can you say that she's probably not lying? He took no stance on anything. The reason why he didn't take a stance on anything, because that's what females do. Females like to play the middleman. This is how I know he's feminine and his woman runs the relationship, because his woman went to the military. Why didn't you go to the military to serve our country? Would you let your woman go to the military to serve our country? What type of man are you? Imagine being a man and your chick is out there putting her life on the line to defend the country. Now I'm taking it to the extent she could be in some branch in the military where she's just like a chef or something like that. I don't want to give her too much, but she's still in the military. You got to give her some kudos for out there serving the country. She's serving the country. This nigga is on live stream debating with Cooley about other women's emotions. Homie is a loser. So if you like that clip and you want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.